Setting up your digital wax rapid prototyping system for the first time is a fairly simple process, but there are several critical steps you'll need to complete to ensure that your system will perform correctly for you over time. After placing your equipment in the desired location, remove the protective wrapping from the outside of the unit. This is a good time to make sure that none of the equipment has been damaged in transit. It's very important to note that the orange transparent lid cannot be opened at this stage. The lid is locked for shipping and can be unlocked only by the controller's software. Attempting to open the lid before unlocking it from the PC can damage your machine. The first step in setting up your machine properly is attaching the adjustable feet. Before screwing them into the frame of the machine, lower the nuts in order to give yourself plenty of thread to work with. The easiest way to attach the feet while keeping your machine upright is to carefully slide the machine forward so that it hangs over the edge of your tabletop. Be sure to handle the unit using only the black metal body. Handling the machine by the lid may damage your system. Screw the two front feet into the frame just until you feel contact, and then back them out a few turns to give yourself room for leveling the system. Do not force the feet into the frame after you feel contact. Doing so can dislodge or even damage internal components. To attach the two rear feet, it's helpful to have a partner. Rather than sliding the back of the machine over the edge of your tabletop and risk it tipping over, it's preferable to have one person lift the rear of the machine slightly with the front feet firmly on your work surface. This allows the second person to screw in the feet safely. The second step in setting up your machine is connecting it to the controlling PC with the data cables provided. Do this with both machines powered off. For setup of the PC and its peripherals, refer to the computer manufacturer's documentation included with your system. The O28 is controlled via 3 data cables from the PC. On the prototyper side, connection is easy because each cable will only fit into its correct socket. On the PC side, however, be sure to connect the 2 larger data cables to the PCI card on the bottom of the back of the computer, and the smaller cable to the single Ethernet port higher up. Now it's time to power up both machines. Start with your PC and then turn on the power switch on the back of your prototyping unit. Finally, turn on the power button on the front of the prototyper. The next step is unlocking the lid of your machine with the controller software. Open the DW Control O28 program that is pre-installed on your PC desktop. Choose the Open Door function at the top left of the window. The red light on the front of your unit will come on, indicating that the door is unlocked. It's now safe to lift the lid. Be careful when lifting the lid for the first time. Without the weight of the handle to counterbalance it, it can rise rapidly. To attach the handle, unwrap it and remove the screws from the spacers with a hex key. Once again, a partner may be helpful at this stage. With the handle and spacers held in place by your partner, insert each screw from the inside of the lid and tighten until snug. Be sure not to over-tighten. Once the handle has been installed, you'll need to level the unit using the adjustable feet. Unlock and lift out the plastic tray. Place a hand level on the surface underneath. First, make sure the unit is perfectly level side to side. Next, check the level front to back. The ideal position is one with a slight tilt front to back. With the back slightly lower than the front, as you add resin, it will easily flow to where it's needed. The final step in setting up your system is to check the zero level of the build platform with respect to the resin tray. This adjustment has been calibrated prior to shipping and only needs to be verified at this point. With the clear tray back in the unit and locked in place, use 2 pieces of paper to check the final fit. Using 2 sheets allows them to slide without scratching either the resin tray or the build platform. Lay them in the bottom of the tray and use the controller software to lower the platform onto the paper. Select the Set Zero button from the controller software. This opens another window that allows you to move the platform up and down. Select the button that has 2 down-pointing arrows. This moves the platform to the preset 0 point. You should not be able to move the top piece of paper at this point. Now, enter 0.2 into the value field and press the up arrow once. This compensates for the thickness of the 2 pieces of paper. A proper fit will lie evenly along all 4 sides and won't pinch the paper too tightly along any of the 4 edges. Refer to your user's manual to adjust the build platform if the fit is not correct. When the time comes to add resin, gently tilt the bottle back and forth to mix the compound before pouring it into the tray. Don't shake the resin, as this can create unwanted air bubbles. Use just enough to cover the back half of the tray in a thin layer. Your system is now correctly set up and ready to begin production. What will you create first?